Now, one of President Trump's campaign chiefs has branded the UK's next US ambassador as an absolute moron. Chris Lascivita reacted angrily after Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer announced Lord Peter Mandelson will take up the post in Washington.
To the brave new world of common sense. Just before we start, let's have a look at Keir Starmer and the various things he said about Donald Trump over the years.
Of course, I wouldn't want Donald Trump round for dinner, but don't underestimate the danger to the world if Trump is re-elected this time around. I'm anti-Trump. I would like to send my warmest congratulations to President Trump on his inauguration as the 47th President of the United States.
Hello, yes, that's right. I'm with Suella Braverman now. Suella, what do you think Trump's inauguration means for the UK?
I think it means a huge amount. This is a real turning point for the Americans on secure borders, a sound economy, cutting inflation, an end to the woke diversity, inclusion, nonsense that's taken over their military and their public institutions. And from a UK perspective,
ladies and gentlemen,
we must be able to absorb some of this changing trend and culture that will be led by the Americans under President Trump.
This fiery clash has the political world buzzing, and we've got all the details you won't want to miss. Stick around as we unpack what went down, the reactions pouring in, and what this could mean for the future of UK-US relations.
As well as in the US.
And what's your advice to Keir Starmer as he engages with the new Trump presidency?
Listen, my advice to Keir Starmer is to stop being an idiot because, Keir Starmer and half of the cabinet voted against President Trump's state visit last time round. We've got so many of members of the cabinet, David Lammy notably, having carried out vitriolic and ridiculous personal attacks on Donald Trump. They're all now desperately trying to backtrack and they're all desperately trying to suck up to President Trump. You know, at best, they're going to be irrelevant. But at worst, they have done great harm to the UK's national interest. So they've got to grow up, stop playing petty student politics, and actually stand up for the UK, get a free trade agreement, work on ensuring our military and security agreements are robust, and learn the lessons of how Donald Trump is securing their border for a start.
Here's some background leading up to this explosive moment. Over the years, Keir Starmer has made no secret of his criticism of Donald Trump. He's called Trump a threat to the world and even said he wouldn't want him over for dinner. But now that Trump is back in office for a second term, the stakes have shifted. Recently, one of Trump's campaign aides slammed Starmer for appointing Lord Peter Mandelson as the UK's new ambassador to the US. The controversy stems from Mandelson's history of criticism against Trump, a move many are calling a major blunder. As the UK scrambles to repair its relationship with the US, Trump hasn't held back in his response. During a live TV appearance, Trump delivered a stinging critique of Starmer's leadership, dismissing it as student politics. He accused Starmer of undermining Britain's national interests and called out his inconsistency, particularly over Trump's state visit, a move Starmer initially opposed but later supported.
An absolute whopper of a news day, somehow combining the inauguration of Donald Trump with that sensational development in the Southport murder trial. Very unexpected that Axel Rudikabana pleaded guilty to pretty much everything, if not everything, that he was charged with. I must say that there will be a number of conspiracy theorists who wonder why it was that development took place on the same day as the inauguration and whether the authorities perhaps had a hand in the choreography there. It is tremendously convenient for the Prime Minister as he faces a slew of allegations about a cover-up and catastrophic failures of the so-called PREVENT programme, that all this is coming out on the day that Donald Trump is...
Well, let's just say very...
To Trump, this kind of flip-flopping signals weak leadership and a lack of integrity. He argued that the UK-US relationship should be rooted in key priorities like national security, trade deals, and immigration reform, issues where he believes Starmer has fallen short. The fallout has been intense. Former Home Secretary Suella Braverman called Starmer's approach idiotic, pointing to his history of voting against Trump and using harsh rhetoric. Critics say Starmer's decisions risk alienating the US, Britain's closest ally, at a time when that partnership is more crucial than ever. Public frustration is also brewing.
Inauguration, President Trump, I look forward to our special relationship maintaining itself for years to come. I said it as a joke. Alex Phillips went to the inauguration, Sir Keir Starmer didn't get invited. Liz Truss is at the inauguration. Donald Trump, Starmer didn't get invited. I think this man is, fresh from sending people to help Kamala Harris lose, that's going to get right under the Trump skin. I just think he's an inconsequential human being, increasingly day by day. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think he's pretty inconsequential on the world stage. So far, all his international efforts seem to have been blunders if we look at the Chagos deal as the most high profile of those. And the Trump administration will, of course, pay lip service. They'll go through the motions. I don't think they're going to veto Labour's chosen one for the ambassadorial role, Peter Mandelson. I think that will probably go through. There have been some speculation that Trump may say no to that. But I don't think that either Donald Trump or his inner circle have any time or respect for Keir Starmer. He embodies everything that
Many Brits are expressing disappointment over Starmer's perceived failures on domestic issues like energy, immigration, and crime. Some are even drawing comparisons to Trump's decisive leadership style, with debates emerging about whether the UK needs a similarly bold leader. This isn't just political theatre, it's a pivotal moment for UK-US relations. Trump's return to office has brought renewed focus to issues like border security, economic reform, and national sovereignty. The UK now faces a choice: align with Trump's agenda or risk being left behind on the global stage. Meanwhile, Starmer's critics argue that his inaction on major domestic issues, from tackling grooming gangs to managing rising energy costs, is only widening the divide. Even Elon Musk has weighed in, accusing Starmer of neglecting critical challenges at home. The pressure is on for Starmer to step up and prove his leadership, or risk losing relevance. So, what's your take on this political clash? Does Trump have a point about Starmer, or is this just another round of international drama? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay up to date on stories shaping our world. As the dust settles, one thing is clear: leadership matters. Whether it's tackling pressing domestic issues or maintaining key international alliances, the stakes couldn't be higher. Stay tuned for more updates as this story unfolds. And remember, the conversation doesn't stop here. Let's keep exploring what it takes to build a better future together.